Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be testing out the free downloadable content or DLC for the Liftoff game, where you now have the DJI FPV drone. So I'll be testing it out and see how it actually flies, compare it to my own feeling as when I'm flying this outside, and just see how good of downloadable content it is. So let's dive right in. And there we go, the DJI FPV in all of its glory within the Liftoff game. I think the model looks actually really nice. Let me show you in the workbench how this thing looks. Wow, I mean the rendering is really nice and the shape, and I think the whole geometry just looks really legit. I mean, they didn't put the arm braces in because I have these because I crash my drone all the time and I need them to make it more stable, but definitely looks nice. Wow. And they even add the goggles and the remote controller, which is actually the same as this one. Nice. Okay, let's take it for a spin. Okay, let's go into the free flight and let's select a map that looks kind of similar to where I would typically fly the drone. Let's go with this one. Okay, it's actually a golf course. Now, you shouldn't be flying your drone on a golf course, especially if people are playing golf there, because it's just irresponsible, dangerous and annoying to everybody. But it's a game, so let's just dive in. Okay, first of all, the default angle is 30 degrees. The default camera angle is 30 degrees. That's a little bit too high for me, but I'm gonna leave it like this. I also want to talk about the rates. So these are the rates that I have set by default on the actual, the actual FPV drone. The rates would be 160 here, all three. This would be 420, all of these, and 0.53 this. So this is now set to 600 degrees of rotation per second. So it's kind of a little bit more responsive and a little bit more linear. So because of this, I don't know. I mean, I just have them set like this, so let's just try it. See how this flies. Okay, let's pump up the volume so that you guys can hear it. Oh yeah. Oh wow, this definitely feels like the actual DJI FPV. It just doesn't want to turn. It just keeps on flying in a straight line. No, it doesn't really want to turn. Oh yeah, okay, through the trees, that's nice. I have to say I'm quite surprised at how this actually performs. So this is not the first time I'm trying it, but it's always so interesting that you just feel like you don't really have any control over the drone, because it's so heavy on one hand and so powerful on the other hand that it's just it's just weird. So oh yeah, and then you crash it. Okay, luckily we're in the game, so So the rates for me, these would be just enough, so it's not spinning too fast and I can still have kind of a nice controlled flight. So nice and smooth, so I'm flying a little bit erratic here, but I'm going to try and keep it kind of smooth. Okay, this actually feels okay. So let's take it for a spin around. Now, one thing that they've also added into this simulator, or I think it was here before, is just that with this drone I notice it a lot more, and that's the propeller wash. So that's when you're diving down and you punch the throttle, the drone just starts shaking violently, as you can see right here. So like this. This is actually the same thing that I get when I'm flying this drone a lot. So whenever I'm doing these kind of things, turning around, flying down, and then stopping it with the throttle, the drone just starts shaking and it loses altitude, it loses lift because the propellers are just turbulent all the way. So it becomes very, very unstable, and you can easily just crash it if you go down like this and then just want to stop it from the ground. It just doesn't really, that there's a lot of power in the props, but they're just spinning like empty. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna have a little bit more fun and then just cut the video very short so that I don't bore you guys a lot. So the people at Liftoff definitely did a good job into bringing the DJI FPV drone into the Liftoff game. I think it actually flies the same way as I feel when I fly it in real life. So now when I'm training, I'm actually training on something that is not going to feel like a disconnect whenever I go out and fly it in real life. And if this is the first time you came across this information, please consider subscribing to the channel, hit the like button for the video, leave me a comment down below, and I will leave you with this video over here to just just stay on the channel, enjoy the content a little bit more. And yeah, just click on the video and, you know, click on it, click it, click it, click it. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.